By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 20! Yeah, Mike. Now watch run. Watch twist. Ozzie!
On play action, it's Brady. It got his man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Mike 16. Check. Hey, check Mike 16.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and inches, Fields. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Set, ready, Henry. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike 33. I want that. It's free. Give me that ball.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
33. Tackles.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And some space here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Mike, check 33. 33. I got it.
Now Fields. Touchdown. That's caught. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Brady. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Wait, Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, we got tight left. Hey, we got 3 down. 90 is a Mike.
Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Keeps himself upright. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but, CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
2nd and 10.
In your face. Hey, Mike's 50. It's a party now.
Hey, 66.
Running from the gun with Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
53. Hey. Tight end right. 3 down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And complete right side to Cook.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now Brady. He hits Adams complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Wait, that 53. 50. Who that?
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
58's the Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 58's the Mike. 58. 58's the Mike.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 31, Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 16, Fields. He finds Taylor, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go! Go to base. Hustle. All day, every day, any day. Mike check 33. Watch the slats. Hey, check
Fields. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And some room to roam now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mike 42. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, Mike's 42.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the 1st half. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Set, ready, Henry, 33, get your swerve on. Mike, check 33, 33, big stop.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On play action, now Brady. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Here we go. Yeah.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's Fields. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Come on, set. 3, not a good. Orbit. Check tight. Check tight. Check. Check. Check.
Now it's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Here we go. 33. Hey, no more. 33. It's our time. It's our time. Mike, check 33.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Pushing his way through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On the set. 33. Zoom. I got it. Mike, check 33. 33. Come on, D.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Check. Tight dog.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
Breaks through the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Let's get it. Here we go. Set.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Wait, that 380. Drop deep, drop deep. Watch tight end. Out.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Shift. Watch the shift.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Brady. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Wait, that. Here we go. Hey, Colt 66. Alert.
Brady going to throw. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Titans. Jared Cook. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down now, it's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Sugar.
Now Brady got to have this one.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans.
Jerry Judy.
69 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike check, 33. I'm coming.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Watch the curl. Mike check, 33. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
From the 45 on second down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyson Alualu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the 6. Let's go. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Titans are close to finishing off this football game.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. Mike's 50.
On 1st down, Henry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Right there.
Jerry Hughes on the stop. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Wait,
2nd and 7.
That's what I do. Mike's 50. Mike's
They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
down.
2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Go, go, go.
Back to throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Set. Not a whoop. Check. 42's the mic. You. 42's the mic. 42's the mic. Better bring it.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He's back to throw. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Let's go, D. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
On second down, it's Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Check.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 210 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go. Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Fields.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. But how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
4th and short, and in this part of the field, you just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
Switch. 53, Linda! Get him!
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah, he don't want none.
Hey, 66. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 72.
On play action, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. That was a big risk here in overtime. It sent him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be in position themselves. So you have confidence in him, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.